Hello everyone, I'll be talking about VMware Chargeback, formerly known as Tenant App. VMware Chargeback is a plugin that provides a metering and billing interface for service providers to bill for usage and services offered by the VMware Cloud Director. This will also support now the Cloud Director service or CDS, which can be integrated with VMware Chargeback SaaS, something I'll talk about later. In the next few minutes, I'll be covering these points. I'll start with an overview of VMware Chargeback, move to what's new in the latest release, that's 8.10. Then I'll talk about VMware Chargeback SaaS, which is going into initial availability. At the end, a short demonstration of the product. Great. So let me start by talking a little bit about VMware Chargeback. Now, as more and more customers move to cloud, there is a realization that the cost of cloud is not as simple as one might think. The variation in resources consumed and the governance policies at both provider and customer organization makes the whole cost management challenging. With VMware Chargeback, our key focus is to enable service providers to deliver more value to their customers through granular and transparent view of their usage and cost. In addition, since VMware Chargeback is powered by ARIA operations, formerly known as vRealize operations, it also helps providers provide operations capabilities for their end customers. What you see here are the top capabilities that the product offers. Starting with Chargeback. Now we understand that different providers may price the same resources differently based on their business needs. The flexibility and granularity of pricing policies in VMware Chargeback caters to those variations, which helps you as a service provider provide granular and transparent billing to your customers. Once you have your pricing policy set up, you can generate a bill for an organization virtual data center or a consolidated bill for an organization. This would help you cater to some of the variations in the governance structure of your customer organization. Then we have the tenant visibility aspect, where you as a provider can meter resource consumption and control what metrics you want to show to your customers. Finally, the operations capabilities, which include alerts, reports, and the various metrics. These are customizable, which again helps you provide content as per the needs of the specific customer. So if you look at these capabilities holistically, metering, chargeback, and operations, what we're really trying to do is to help service providers provide a performant cloud with transparent billing for their customers. And you'll see more of such value creation capabilities being added in the upcoming releases. Moving on, let me talk about what's new in the latest release, which is 8.10. The first aspect is the service coverage. Now providers would be able to price NSX Advanced Load Balancer, formerly known as AVI Load Balancer, using throughput metric. We'll bring in more metrics in the future. The second service that the providers will be able to price now is the Cloudian storage. Then comes the cost and billing aspect. So now you can provide consolidated bills to an organization in addition to being able to do so for OVDCs. Organization bills will show segregated costs incurred by the different OVDCs. The second major update here is the availability of cost metric in VMware Chargeback. Now you as a service provider can see the cost incurred on infrastructure in addition to the price that you are charging to your customers. The idea here is to help you understand the P&L or ROI on your infrastructure spend. Finally, you will see an enhanced experience throughout the product. We have a new operations overview page, which will show you the summary of top metrics on cost and capacity, the experience across pricing policy and bill generation workflows. The two most common workflows has been enhanced. You can refer to our release notes for more details. Let me switch over to VMware Chargeback Service, the SaaS solution. This service is going into initial availability. Now, as with most SaaS solutions, you focus on value creation activities for your business rather than worrying about complex setups, upgrades, and other maintenance activities. With VMware Chargeback SaaS Service 2, we have tried to simplify the onboarding experience with in-app guides and automation of certain activities. With higher velocity of SaaS delivery, you will realize accelerated value of the product and will always be on the latest and greatest available. Please note that we are supporting Cloud Director Service or CDS with VMware Chargeback Service. With VMware Chargeback Service, you will get an extended free trial of ARIA Operations Cloud, which you can use to try out the various operations capabilities that you or your customers may need. If this is of interest to you, reach out to the VMware sales or mail us at help_vmwarechargeback@vmware.com. Let's move to the demo. This is the provider view in VMware Chargeback service. Here you get the Getting Started guide, which walks you through the setup process, the common workflows such as configuration of Cloud Director instances, NSXT instances, creation of pricing policies, assignments, and bill generation. On the left-hand panel, you can see the top capability sections provided by VMware Chargeback. Overview provides a high-level summary view of the different constructs such as organizations, OVDCs, VMs, virtual apps, and resource pools. One of the highlights of this release is the operations overview page, where you'll be able to see the top-level metrics on cost, price, and capacity, and any alerts that you may have. Moving on to reports, this is where you get the predefined templates that you can use for your customers. The metering section, this is where you can go to monitor the operations and cost metrics. The operations metrics are available for your customers. Before getting into pricing, let me cover alerts. So this is the alerts dashboard, where you can see the summary and the top alerts. In the tenant alert section, you get predefined alert definitions, which you can create notifications for your customers. Then you have the pricing section, where you can configure pricing policies and manage bills. The configuration section has 3 subsections: pricing policies that you have configured, assignments of pricing policies to the various resources, organization, or VDCs. This assignment is used for any bill schedules that you create. Finally, any storage specific settings. Let's double click on a pricing policy. To start off, you can choose to price your services based on t-shirt sizing. If you select this option, you can create policies based on the different t-shirt sizes which are available. Let's look at the other flow. So VMware Chargeback covers a wide variety of services that you can price, and in different ways. You can charge for native resources, storage, memory, and network. In the advanced network section, you can price for NSXT resources. And now the newly added NSX Advanced Load Balancer service, something that you can price on throughput. The other services that you can price are Tanzu, CSE, Cloudian, something that we added in this release, etc. Also, you can use different ways of pricing a service. You can use vCenter, VCD metadata tags. For advanced use cases where you want to be able to price different resources under the same OVDCs differently, you can utilize the alternate pricing policy section. We have a white paper which details the different configurations and the various scenarios. You can refer to that. Moving on to bills. Now you can generate bills either on demand or you can create schedules. You can generate bills for an org or any OVDC. Note that you can select a pricing policy to generate a bill which is different from the assignment. It doesn't change the assignment. Here you choose to generate the bill or create schedules. You can schedule bills on a weekly or a monthly basis. You can decide on which day of the week or the month the bill should be generated. Finally, you can see all the generated bills in the My Bills section. That was a brief overview of VMware Chargeback. For more details, you can refer to the white paper, documentation, or drop us an email at the address mentioned. Thank you.